Hi guys, good morning. I will warn you, my brain's not really working yet. I've been up since like 5 a.m. this morning, but I haven't really been talking. But it is right now, what time is it? Oh, it's 10. Okay, I've been awake for a long time. I should be able to form words. I'm just gonna change. I'm changing my top because I'm about to do my makeup, but I can't do makeup in not like my Center Studio tank tops. Like, I just need something thin strapped and small. Like, I can't wear a t-shirt because I need to like see my neck and my chest and stuff. Okay, anyways, I wanted to make a video talking about how I am sober. I posted an Instagram photo, which was like kind of my announcement, I guess, that I've been sober, and I was sober for 100 days. Today, I am 121 days sober, which is like 4 months. And it's been fucking awesome. So I figured I would kind of share this whole journey and like why I've decided to go sober, how long I'm gonna be sober for, what the experience has been like, what was like my goals, shit like that. I'm 28 now. And I have been sober curious for a long time. I think I've been sober curious since I was 24. This year, for my 28th birthday, I told myself that I was gonna give myself the gift of sobriety. So I have done sober periods before, like quite a few. I've done dry Januaries, sober Octobers, no drink Novembers. I did 75 hard where I was sober for 75 days. Like, I've always loved doing a sober period. And I always felt like, because there was always an end date, because it was always only supposed to be for a month, by the end of those months or days or whatever, I would be like waiting for it to be done so I could like go out and party again. Like, as a way to celebrate, I guess, something that I accomplished. I basically got to the point where I had kind of fallen into, I think, like the societal norm of where you go to work at a 9 to 5, you wait till the weekend, you drink Friday, you drink Saturday, maybe even drink Sunday, and then you are hungover, anxiety, like you're just like freaking out about like something stupid that you did over the weekend, or like you wasted your time, and then like then it falls feeling shitty into the week, and you spend half of your week recovering just so you can do it all over again. And I feel like that's super normal. That is kind of how a lot of people in their 20s live their lives. It's like you go to your 9 to 5. By the time Thursday or Friday hits, you're going out, you're drinking, you're getting fucked up. You're staying out till like 4 or 5 a.m., eating like shit, doing crazy stuff, going home with strange guys. Like, you know what I mean? And then you are hungover till Wednesday, and then you do it all over again. And I was getting to the point where like it just wasn't working for me. Like, I wasn't feeling fulfilled. In fact, it was almost amplifying the fact that I didn't feel fulfilled. I was like, is this what life is? Is this all there is? Like, this can't be all there is. Like, that basically was the mindset I was in. And I feel like, you know, like you sometimes go out and you always regret, or not, you don't always regret going out. Sometimes you go out and it's a lot of fun, but I was regretting going out and like almost wasting my time. Like, I was at this point where I felt like being social and drinking and partying and like going to these parties and stuff, like I felt like I was wasting my time. Like, it wasn't even fun. I was like, I feel like I should be spending my time doing other things. And because in LA there's always something to do, there's always something fun to go to, it's almost like none of it is special anymore because it's always available. And in my early 20s, I honestly like didn't really drink that often at all, or party often at all. Like, I worked a 9 to 5, and then I would nanny 3 days a week after my job, and then on the weekends I would film YouTube videos all week and edit them. Like, I really wouldn't go out, and then if I wanted to go out, I would go to a festival and usually travel for it, and that's when I would drink and party and have a good time. So my home life like in San Francisco, like I didn't really have a social life of like going out and partying. It just like wasn't really that common. But in LA, my social life is like kind of the best it's ever been. But I was just finding that I wasn't being fulfilled outside of it. And then that made my social life seem like a waste of time. And it wasn't like feeding me any energy or inspiring me. It was almost just like burning me out and making me depressed. So anyways, I turned 28 at the end of May and I decided, wait, let me do my makeup a little bit more. I can't multitask. Let me do my makeup some more. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I can't really multitask. So anyways, I had been feeling this way about like maybe wanting to see what it was like to be sober for a while. And it was around my 28th birthday where I was just really feeling like I needed a good reset button. And I just, because with the way I was socializing and stuff, I just didn't feel like it was doing me any justice. And every single time I would go out and hang out with my friends, I felt like I was wasting my time. And I also like have this issue where I have like really, like really high standards for myself. Like I'm super hard on myself. I have just really high standards for myself. However, I have like such low expectations and standards for everybody else because I just hate being disappointed. So I just like pretty much have my expectations for other people so low that it's hard to get disappointed. Like expect nothing from anyone. Expect nothing from everyone and you'll never be disappointed. But for myself, I have such high standards that I like never really feel proud of myself. And in that moment, I kind of was just feeling like I wasn't really proud of myself. Like I hadn't really done anything in that time that was like maybe a creative outlet or that was like kind of pushing me in the direction of who I wanted to be. And I just felt like I wasn't the person that I wanted to be. I was like, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. Like I'm coasting. I'm like going to my job every day and I'm having fun on the weekends, but that's just like not enough for me. It's really not. Like I just like need to be always working towards something. And if I don't, I just feel like a loser. Which is super harsh, but that is just how I kind of work. And anyways, so alcohol was a problem because it was like distracting and it was more like the social life that came with it was a problem and distracting. And it was also like the next day where you're just unable to do fucking anything and you're laying in bed ordering food. Like that was a problem for me. Like that was like stopping me from achieving my goals and things that I wanted to work towards. So 28th birthday, I was like, let's do a year of sobriety and like, let's see how far I can actually get. Because I'm not gonna lie, the reason why I had gone back and forth with doing a year sober, because I had been thinking about it for a while. The reason I went back and forth with doing it is because deep down, I didn't actually believe that I could. And that is probably what made me want to do it the most, is because I didn't think I could be sober for a year. Like I just was so used to my lifestyle of like drinking with friends and going to festivals and drinking and like doing drugs and like that kind of thing. Because it is so normalized in our society. And I was like, how the fuck am I going to be sober? For like the social aspect. So anyways, I started off with like, I have this app on my phone. It's like this days counter, which I'm actually obsessed with because I love like having a calendar and checking off boxes. And every day the number goes up. So right now it says 121. So I was so excited when I hit 100 days because I haven't been in the triple digits of being sober probably since I was like 14. Like you guys, I started drinking so young. And anyways, my plan was I'm going to see how long I can go. My ultimate goal is a year, but I just also wanted to see how much I could change my life in a year of being sober. Because if you're not going to be drinking and going out, you're going to spend your time in different ways. Like, you're going to want to have to like make new hobbies, keep yourself busy. Like, you're not going to want to be in bars on the weekends, like with your friends, like watching football games or doing whatever the fuck, or like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just going to be different ways you're going to spend your time. And through that, maybe you'll get to do a project that you've always wanted to start. Or maybe you'll meet new friends that do more active things and are less based around drinking and stuff. Like, your life can change in a lot of ways. So anyways, I started being sober like after my birthday. And it's been so fucking great. Like, such a good experience. I will share all the like social aspects, because I know a lot of people think that if they don't drink, they're like literally gonna have no friends, no social life, no fun, no nothing. And that's just not true. It's just not true. I kind of thought the same, but it's not. After I stopped drinking, the first 6 weeks were bliss, like literal bliss. You feel amazing. You're waking up early. You're working out. Like, you're eating your healthy foods. Like, you're cooking at home. You're really like enjoying your time and your personal time. And my skin, literally so fucking clear. Has never been this clear since I like have gone through puberty. Like, I don't get spots, pimples, like breakouts, cysts, nothing. My eyes straight up got bluer. And I have not had literally even 1 ounce of anxiety since I stopped. None. Like, the last year, I was having crazy anxiety attacks and panic attacks where I had to go home. I had to like leave work and go home. And I think I was going through like a lot of stressful things and like, you know, just being hard on myself and stuff, and like having like putting stress on myself that contributed to that. But a lot of it, I think, was probably like lingering over from like me not, you know, spending my time wisely, being hungover, being tired, eating like shit, like that kind of thing. So I haven't had any anxiety, like literally none. And I was having it weekly. So that's been great. My self-esteem has also gone like way up. I've had super bad self-esteem the past 2 years. And I have my self-esteem's like back to where it is, like where it used to be, where I'm like, yeah, I'm awesome. I'm super cool. I'm a cool person. I'm super nice, creative. I have friends. My friends love me. I love my friends. Like, I'm interesting. Like, I think I'm cute. Like, I didn't always feel that way in the past few years. Also for other reasons, but I think when you put so much work on yourself, you just respect yourself. Like, you really like yourself because you're putting in time to make yourself better. And like, not a lot of people do that. And like, that's just like how I've been feeling about myself over the past few months. I'm like, God, I'm fucking awesome. Like, that sounds crazy to say out loud, but like, you just respect yourself, basically, is what I'm saying. But then there were moments in the first 6 weeks where I would be I think the key is to keep yourself busy. You need to always be working on like a little project or make plans or have things to do. Because I remember 6 weeks in, there was a moment where I was at home on a Saturday. I had no plans for the whole weekend. And my mind started to wander. And I started to think about like, you know, just some shitty things, or maybe like things I've done that I like, maybe I felt embarrassed about, or like things that I had done. Or just like things from my past or from my family, you know, that like stress me out and that make me sad. And in moments like that, typically that's when I would go out and party and like cause new chaos in my life to not think about past chaos that I hadn't like processed fully. And that was pretty much a routine that I had been in for like a long time. It would be like, don't sit with your feelings. If you sit with your feelings, then that's when you need to go out and like cause chaos so you don't have to think about it. And then you have new things to think about that don't even matter. Do you know what I mean? So that was kind of like a bad coping mechanism that I had fallen into that I knew I also wanted to break. So that day I remember I had to sit with my feelings think everything through. And guess what? I went to bed, and the next day I felt better, and I put it behind me, and like I don't dwell on things anymore. Like, you know, it's like sometimes you just have to sit with your thoughts and feel all those feelings, even though they fucking suck. And that's just something that I wasn't doing when I was going out. I would be like, okay, this is when I'm gonna go out and not think about things that make me upset. I feel like I look really orange. Hopefully it's just the lighting. So yeah, that was like something also about like my coping mechanisms of drinking that I really wanted to change, because you just kind of feel more at peace with yourself, and like you know yourself better, and like, you know, you accept things that you can't change instead of just not thinking about them at all, because that's also just not the way to go about it. See, I had a lot of growing to do through this experience. Some people might not have to grow that much. Or like they just might not need it. I just feel like this is something that I really needed for myself. So, biggest question about sobriety, I feel like that people worry about the most is the social aspect about going out. How the fuck am I supposed to go out if I'm sober and everybody around me is drinking? That doesn't even sound fun. And I do get that mentality, because when I had done my short sober periods, like when I did a month or 75 hard, I would not go out. I would not put myself in drinking environments. I would sit my ass at home, or I would go on a hike with a friend. I didn't do anything revolving around drinking. However, because I knew I wanted to be sober for a really extended period of time, like 6 months to a year, I knew that I couldn't just not go out. You can't just not have a social life. You need to have fun. You need to make it seem realistic. And because I had like, you know, done sober months and stuff before, it wasn't as hard for me. But I think in my mind, I was just so certain that I wasn't going to drink. And also something that I did do that I think that everybody that wants to attempt something like this should do is that when I started the journey of being sober, I made a point of telling everybody that's closest to me that I was gonna be sober for a year, and that it was super fucking important to me that I did it. Like I told my whole family, like my mom, my sister, my brothers. I told all of my best friends. I was like, you guys, this is something that I'm doing. It's really important to me. I really want to see where it takes me. I really want this experience. So I'm still going to hang out with you. I still love you. I still want you guys to include me and invite me out, but I just am not going to be drinking. And I did originally think that I might lose some friends. Like I thought I was going to just fall out with some friends because we would want to spend our time so differently. And I have not lost a single friend, not a single one, which is like amazing. And that just, you know, I already knew that I had great friends, but like it does prove that I have like the right type of people around me. And my friends honestly they see this growth that I'm going through, and they see this experience I'm going through, and they've all been so supportive. They all tell me that I'm still such a good time when I go out. Nobody's ever like, you're boring. Everyone's like, you are a good time no matter what. I love hanging out with you. And so I know I'm lucky for that, but like, if your friends aren't like that, then you need to check them for real. Okay, so going out when you're sober, it's kind of fun. Like I honestly don't find it hard at all, because I know I'm, again, doing it for so long. I told everybody that's important to me that it's happening. And then to be honest, a lot of times if I'm out and someone offers me a drink and I say, oh no, I don't drink, I'm actually doing a year of sobriety, hands down, every single time people are fascinated to talk to me about it. They're like, what? Why? Oh my God, that's so amazing. Like, that's great that you're doing that. I wish I could do that. Like, this is the conversation I pretty much have every time. And to be honest, it doesn't come up in convo that often. I mean, like, it's not like it comes up every single time. Like, usually I just have a Red Bull in my hand. Like, I need energy drinks when I go out now, because I just don't have that energy that tequila used to give me. You know what I mean? And I am stone cold sober, by the way. Like, I'm not doing drugs, smoking weed, ketamine, none of that. I have started vaping again. but that's just because I like need something in my hand, but like not ideal, obviously, I know. I just fucking love nicotine. It's awful. Anyways, but anyways, yeah. So friends are supportive. I still go out and I have fun. Like you guys, I even went to Hard Summer Sober. That was my first sober festival ever. Like I never went to a festival without drinking, Molly, like that type of thing. Like I wanted to have a good time. I get it. Like if you're going to a festival and like you're paying money to be there and you're listening to music, those things enhance your experience. I 1,000% approve of them. Like it's so much fucking fun. But I also just need to prove to myself that I don't need them to have fun. And I think that's kind of what it's like going out sober. I've never had a bad time going out sober. I have never once had a bad time going out sober. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, some shrooms would definitely like enhance the music or something like that. But I always have a great time. And something that I've noticed about my experiences going out sober is that I have such good conversations with people. Like when I was drinking before, I would go out and I'm like super energetic, super chatty, sporadic, all over the place. It's hard to hold my attention. Like I jump from convo to convo. I go on tangents. Like now when I go out, I'm just myself. And you're always going to be the most honest, truest version of yourself. You're never going to make a fool of yourself. You're always just you. And I think that that has been so much fun because when I go out, I know every single person I meet for the first time gets to meet the most real version of me. And like, they always like me and I always like them. And if someone's kind of weird, I just leave. Like, you know what I mean? It's like the conversations I've had with people have been way more in depth, way more like just better conversations in general. And I remember all of them. And I just have been finding that to be also like the social aspect so different. Also, it's so funny. When you're not drinking, you realize that like around you, it's like not everyone's actually drinking and people aren't all heavily drinking either. Like some people are like, oh, I'm just gonna have like a beer and then I'm done. And then it's like usually when I go out, the trick is if you're sober, you just gotta have drinks on drinks on drinks on deck. Like I always have an assortment of drinks going. Sparkling water with a lemon and lime, Red Bull, Coke, like just all types of stuff. Like I have left parties now that I'm sober. I always leave ridiculously fucking hydrated from drinking so many LaCroix and I'm just like can't stop peeing and it's like the clearest pee you've ever seen because I'm just so hydrated, which is great. So yeah, I mean, the social aspect has been great. I've even been dating sober. I've been going on dates and you guys, this is another thing, is like, this is just me maturing. I matured so slowly when it came to men and relationships and dating. Like, dating for me has never been a priority. I always put like my career first or everything that I've personally been wanting to accomplish first, like forever. Like I always had to make sure that like I had my shit together. And guys and dating has never been on my radar. However, now I'm more like, I want to go on some dates and they are all fucking basically dumpster fires because men in LA are just so tragic. But it's been a lot of fun and I've been going on them sober and I keep matching with guys on Raya weirdly that are sober. And you don't even like, there's not even like a thing that says like if you're sober or not on Raya. It just like keeps happening. And like a lot of people have tried being sober before, so it's always something to talk about. And people that aren't sober are usually curious about it. Like it genuinely is such a good conversation starter. So I think a lot of people are afraid of it. It's really been so great. Well, I feel like I just ate with this eyeliner, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I just can't really see that well. So yeah, like that's kind of what I've been up to, you guys. And the thing is that this has really been the best experience I could have possibly ever asked for because it has taught me so much about myself. And like, there was all these things that I had been like wanting to try to accomplish for so long that I feel like I just never delegated the correct amount of time into doing. Like I never made time for it. Like I really wanted to start doing styling for fun, like, because I've always wanted to try that. Like, I love styling, and through that I wanted to do that because I also wanted to meet more creative people. Like, I live in LA, why wouldn't I take advantage of that? And I also wanted to buy a car. I did that. Like, you know, I had a list of things that I wanted to accomplish, and I'm so close to literally doing all of them. Like, I only have like one thing left actually that I originally thought would take me a year to accomplish that I've done in 4 months. And it's like, instead of me being like, okay, I did everything that I set out to do, I guess I'm just going to go back to drinking and partying and have a good time and celebrate now, I'm more so on like the wave of like, okay, let's think of new things to do. Like, what else have I been wanting to accomplish? What else have I been wanting to work on? Like, let's keep this going. Because I just really want to see how much my life can change in a year. And also, like, who can I become in a year? Like, who am I going to be a year from now? I could be someone completely, not different, but just a different version of myself that I maybe just thought I never expected to be. I don't really know. Like, I'm just kind of excited to see where this all takes me. And I've really been enjoying my experience, and some of you guys asked me to share. And I honestly love talking about it because I feel like a lot of people, I think, would find it hard to be sober, and there's like societal pressures to like drink in social settings, and it just doesn't have to be that way. Like, no one should feel like they need to drink to have a good time. I can vouch for the fact that I can go out and have a good time and be dead fucking sober, go home at 4 a.m. Like, I still stay out sometimes until 4 a.m. because I'll have a good time. And I wake up the next morning, I feel fine. I feel great. I do my little morning routine. I go for a run. I eat healthy. Also, my body, since I have stopped drinking, I have not been in this good of shape in a long fucking time. Also, just like my muscle tone, like the way my body transformed so fast. It's just like, alcohol is bad for you. Obviously, everybody knows that. I'm not trying to bash people that drink also. Like, I'm probably going to drink again. I love a good time. Although, I do feel like if I make it to a year, I might be like, what's the point? I don't think I need alcohol again, but I'll do other things. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm not trying to like bash anybody that drinks. All my friends drink, and I hang out with them while they drink. I think it is great to have fun and relax. Well, not that alcohol really makes you relax. That's another thing. People are always like, have a really stressful week at work, and are like, I'm just gonna have a drink to relax. It doesn't really relax you, to be honest. It just like raises your fucking heart rate and your dopamine levels, and is not really relaxing. I don't know. I just feel like drinking is so normalized in our society that like people don't know how to live without it. And the fact that, like I was saying to you guys, like I didn't even think I could be sober, like that was scary to me. And I never want to feel like I can't do something. That's something I never want to do. So hopefully by the end of this year, I'll feel proud of myself and I'll feel like I really accomplished something. I feel proud of myself already for hitting like 100 days. That was a big deal for me. Did I tell you guys I'm going to a White Fox event? They sent me this little romper thing. I'm gonna put it on. Okay, they sent me that cute little romper. I changed into this one because the other one was like high neck, and it was giving very much so nighttime, and it is very much so 11 a.m. So I'm gonna wear this one. Hopefully they won't notice. And let me just put on all my stuff. So yeah, I'm about to run out. Basically, I just wanted to fill you guys in on everything I've been doing. I'm deciding to be sober for a year. I fucking love my life. It has been such a great experience. And if you guys have ever been thinking about being sober for an extended period of time, I really think you should. I think that everybody should, because you also just get this intense identity. Like, I just know myself so well. I know myself so well, and I feel really comfortable with myself. And like in the past 2 years, I can't say that I always did. Like, I really can't. The past 2 years have been kind of brutal. So I just feel like I'm kind of coming into my own, and I'm coming into like a new version of myself. Oh my God, wait, I just realized something. I got this little fake nose ring because I really want one, but I don't want to pierce my face. Like I can't commit to piercing my face. And I got this really insane pimple on my nose the other day, and I was like, oh my God, I haven't had a pimple in so, like literally since I became sober. What's it from? And I just realized the dot is exactly where I put this piercing. Oh, it's breaking me out. Okay, well that makes me not want to wear it, but it really looks so cute on me, I'm not gonna lie. Like me with the nose ring. I really want to wear it, but I don't want a pimple. Well, that's just fucked. What do I do? Ew, well that's gross that it gave me a pimple. I can't wear it. Oh my God. Pissed. Anyways, I hope I didn't forget anything that's like valid info. But basically, yeah, I was just not happy with how I was spending my time in this life. And so I decided that I needed a good long break from my, not even a break from my social life, just from like the drinking aspect. Like I seriously have such a good social life still. There was just parts of it that I felt like weren't serving me, and that's totally fine. And I think that's also normal with my age. You know what I mean? Like we're maturing. I need shoes. Okay, I'm gonna round this video up while I put my shoes on. I know this isn't like earth-shattering information, like I'm the only person to ever be doing a sober period that's for a year long, but I just wanted to like share my experience and how much I've been loving it with you guys in case you've been feeling the same. And obviously not everybody maybe needs this type of journey for their life to like bring them to like a new good place or like for growth or something. Like not everybody needs this experience. This is just something that I really needed for myself, and I'm glad that I'm doing it for myself. Like it really is for my birthday. Like I really was like, I'm giving myself the gift of sobriety, because it really is a gift that is so special, you know? And it has been so good for me. And like, where's my bag? Where's my other bag? Okay, I have to switch bags. But yeah, so I don't know. I hope I could give you guys some good insight on the journey that I've been going through. And like, to be honest, I think for me, it's been such a good experience because I feel like in my young 20s to mid 20s, I really used to identify as like a party girl, which is just like not really good for anybody, to be honest. We are so much more than that. And I think it's like common for girls to think of themselves in that way, like in their 20s, because they're like, oh my God, I'm so young, hot, and beautiful. I just want to party and go out and like fuck shit up. You know what I mean? But I'm just, you know, ready to kind of enter my next phase of womanhood. And that is what I'm doing. So anyways, I'm about to run out the door and go downtown to this event. But thanks. Sorry, I should take my glasses off. That's rude. But yeah, thanks for listening to me. Thanks for getting ready with me. I know you guys say that you miss the get ready with me, so I did a nice long one. Yeah. Definitely maturing. That's for sure. But I am like happy with myself, which is great. I feel like I just really needed it. And like I said, some people won't need this. I just felt like I did. And I'm better for it. And I'm really happy. And I'm not itching to honestly drink again. Like, really, I'm not. So, yep. I'm gonna go now. See you later.